the tiny silencer.
You know, last game I didn't like the all melee draft, and they proved me wrong. So I'm hoping that this time, you know, we got that tiny opener with the silencer. Maybe they're going to prove me wrong again. I don't love the silencer. I just don't like silencer. Let's be really honest here. I'm totally biased against it. Get another tiny. I don't know if that's Pepita. I don't know if that's going to be Whisper on it. Right now I'm thinking it's probably going to be Pepita.
Well, neither did.
Or maybe they're going to switch it up. Maybe they're going to play some mind games, right?
I told you, man. They've been playing this tiny every time, waiting to get their best tiny player on it.
Maybe. We get
be the one.
We get the Envy Phoenix, though, again.
That's great. Envy's played Phoenix every game this series, and he has not disappointed. I think he's been doing a great job with those dive sheeps. And, yeah, he's been getting a lot more farm than a lot of Phoenixes I've been seeing. So
embrace that inner burb.
Go
5 seconds remaining.
Yep, I like it. I don't like that Ogre is still in the pool because it makes me a little bit worried about complexity. I mean, we talk about Ogre a lot, but he did win previous game though. Moves on the Ogre. I also like moves more on the. Like, give him a Bane instead or something.
Yeah,
I like Moose's Bane.
Moose's Bane won them a game yesterday.
Yeah.
For sure. The amount of times that he found people, like, just by scouting around, got a Nightmare off, got a Fiend's Grip, it was so good. Give me a Moose. It's not going to be. I know it's not going to be, but, like, I would have liked to see it.
5 seconds remaining.
Time for me to talk about this again, but here comes the Z-Freak choice. Please don't put him on a single target hero again. I beg you. Give me one of them team fighters. Give me somebody that he can flourish on. But again, we're just panelists. What do we know? Lena going to be banned out. That's great. We've seen her do very well at this tournament. And burst damage is always scary when it comes to Necrophos Phoenix combo. It's already enough burst damage. It's terrifying with that Lena added in. So, Juggernaut, is this could be the Bad Rider, Sheever? You said that last draft. They did the same thing.
Yeah, but it still won't be the Bad Rider.
Yeah, I know.
I think they know that Tomato's been playing Jug and having very good success with it. I think they're just removing it there. We've got a couple of these Tomato heroes that are just taken out. Right? We've got the Jug taken out. We have the Morphling taken out. Those are two heroes we saw him succeed with here at this tournament. So there's just not going to be any of that.
I like that Nyx ban. It's great. We've seen Nyx be a very good gotcha counter pick for a lot of these teams, and it's still a disaster. So as far as bans go, to make sure that things don't get flubbed up, that's great.
Just that out. In case we're going to continue on to the same line of picking so far, it's exactly the same picks as game one, right?
Yeah.
On the side of Infamous, PL Nerve Shaker were in next phase, and on the side of Complexity, Disruptor Magnus were in the lineup.
We won't be seeing no Magnus this time, which is going to be a shame for Complexity. That really came through in the last game. Super clutch plays, as we saw in the replay. So sad to see that not get through, but a very smart pick by
I don't think they would have picked up the Magnus. They've already got Snake King's Necrophos.
Forget it, man. Magnus is just good with Phoenix, as we saw.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
But core Magnus if you want, man.
Yeah, we saw Limp's Magnus.
We did see it as a core, that's true.
So, plenty of options here. We haven't seen anyone doing that Treant garbage.
Yeah, that is a good point.
Nobody's been doing that for a bit.
Yeah. I think we saw one game where they had it?
Despite it was being heavily banned in the beginning of the tournament, but people just decide to forget it.
You think we'll see something like a Monkey King come out again with the Phoenix? They need something to hold them in place, though, right?
Yeah, very possible. We do need a nice somebody to keep that Phoenix egg, from exploding. So Enigma's banned, Magnus is banned. They can try that Disruptor again, but they do need a kind of big AoE boy.
I like the Disruptor. I thought the Disruptor was good. We're able to get some nice glimpses off, helps you keep vision, and of course, keeps you in the middle there with that Phoenix egg. The only problem, though, of course, is that if unless you get, they had that Magnus in the first game, like throwing them all together. If they're all grouped in one area, they're just going to focus the egg, right?
Righto. You got to be careful for that, girl.
I don't know.
Yeah, that's the big pick, as we've been. And this draft is pretty much all around pick number 3. So we'll see what these guys want to do.
Yeah, Infamous is using a lot of their bonus time here. They end up going for the Earth Spirit, but all this time, like this is almost 2 minutes used for just this Earth Spirit pick. And is it Earth Spirit you know, I kind of feel like he fulfills almost the same roles as Silencer. You know, you get a silence. That's great already.
Yeah.
Lane control, maybe a little bit more roam, but still no real proper disable other than the tiny.
Yeah, I gotta agree with you, Shiva. I feel like they do kind of fill up that same role. Although Earth Spirit and Tiny combo is very good at being able to roam and make some true chaos in the early game. Oh, hello. It's been a while since we've seen you, Mr. Chen. We saw that for didn't see that at all yesterday, I don't believe.
I don't think so. Z-Freak Chen, really good.
Yes. Z-Freak loves Chen. But I'm a little concerned here because their ability with Tiny and Air Spirit to roll up on Chen and make sure that he can't do anything is pretty good. I feel like compLexity might have needed a bigger damage dealer rather than an all-around support and save. So
Still a lot of magic damage coming out from the side of compLexity right now.
I guess so. I'd like to see a Dagon this game, baby.
Remember the gun?
This is looking great. Once again, more control. That's how Infamous was able to come back in that last one, in that huge team fight where they finally got them separated. They were just controlling all these different heroes in all these different ways.
But that time they had a Terrorblade to do all the damage while everybody was controlled. Who's going to do the damage this time? Because Terrorblade is already banned out. And Tiny, yeah, his combos are great, but after his combo, you know, it's kind of like luster. So who's going to be that tomato carry?
They'll just get a PL. A piece of cake. Easy replacement, Sheever.
Okay.
Not a big deal at all.
If you say so.
So this confirms that that's going to be a Papita Tiny, I believe, because Moose will most likely be on the Brewmaster.
Papita Tiny. You know who could be good here, Sheeves?
What?
Bloodseeker. Think about it. Put him in the mid, steamroll out of control. Chen's putting on a lot of pressure there. Hard to gank the Necrophos when there's a Bloodseeker pounding you in the face. Could work out pretty well. And the mid matchup, whoever that may be, who are they going to send mid here, actually? Infamous could send PL mid, I guess, but seems pretty good to me. What do you think? Man?
Well, it can work.
I don't like the PL.
No? Who would you have instead?
I don't know. I haven't figured that out yet, but I don't really like the PL after the first game, what we saw.
I think he had a really hard job with that disruptor. I mean, he got caught out once by anybody, and he was just dead.
It's a very uncomfortable. Oh, there it is. That complexity.
Well played, Salax. That's why we hire you every time.
Thanks.
The Dota knowledge.
So Bloodseeker coming out there, as I said. Easy chase, easy space. Hopefully send him in the mid to create absolute chaos. And we have seen many teams do that. I think, was it Skem? Yes, it was the Skem Bloodseeker that did go mid and had that incredible game. And they're hoping to replicate that here again. I believe they can do it so far. Brewmaster, silenced, dead. Earth Spirit, rolls, dead. Tiny, you know, he can't do anything. He's scared of the circle of silence, baby. I'm liking it. Still need that big carry, though.
Yeah, I'm not sure what Infamous wants to pick up here, or like what they want to do, because Chen, of course, putting a lot of pressure on those lanes early game. Yeah, no DK. Okay. They are a little light on the lockdown on the side of compLexity.
How would you ban DK?
You ban DK if you don't want to deal with that instant stun, so perhaps they do want to get a mobile hero. I mean, if they are going to go for a mid first, I mean, I don't know if they want to have a mid, but yeah, Weaver is still in the pool, as well as Storm, Ember Spirit, you know, all those movable heroes are great to have.
Who's going mid on Infamous?
They don't know yet, and they haven't revealed, like, you can't really tell. There's even a chance that they're going to put Silencer as a core. You can put Silencer mid if you want.
Oh, Lord.
No, I don't.
I mean, it's probably not going to happen, but there is still the chance.
Well, now they need somebody to be able to tango with Bloodseeker, which is kind of difficult. I mean, you can go for that Invoker matchup. That's been a while ago. Doesn't do that great. I mean, Bloodseeker is able to tank that big old damage. Man, they've got a real pickle on their hands here. I think compLexity's lineup is pretty straightforward, pretty easy to execute. Earth Spirit, man. Risky hero.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure what the final pick's going to be here for Infamous. compLexity, it's a nice draft. I'm just a little concerned because, again, light. The lockdown, just a little bit light here.
Sure.
But, I mean, we've seen them do it before, so. What's the pick here? What are we going to see? Well, I mean, Slack, you've been like so spot on.
Hey, don't pressure me, girl. We still have a band that we have to get
That's
through.
true. That's true.
What are you thinking about bands? Oh, might as well just ban the
Dire's turn
troll.
to
No, they're bad at
Radiant's turn
What
to
the
pick.
king?
That's a Kunkka again.
Oh, he's looking for revenge.
Redemption. He's looking for redemption.
Redemption, baby. Will the Kunkka be able to fix the past problems? I sure hope so. I mean, they don't have somebody that will wildly get people out of position. They also have the dreaded Bloodseeker X marks the spot combo.
Yeah, that's nice.
Dreaded.
You know what you need for that?
Seconds.
Synergy. Something that they lacked in the previous game, so...
Savage.
God,
Seconds
dang.
it's a tricky
remaining.
one.
Well, you know, kinda.
Good grief.
I like it. Yeah, they got 10 seconds, and I don't even know what the hell they
I don't know what they're doing. Okay, they're doing an Arc Warden. I don't know how I feel about that. I do not know how I feel about that.
Well, I know you don't know how to feel about that, but we still are going to ask you, how do you feel about that?
Every time I see an Arc Warden, I get a bad feeling. I don't know. I just feel like this hero just, I don't. Yeah.
Are you going to stick with your 2-1 for complexity, or are you going to flip-flop to 2-1 for infamous?
Oh, this is hard. This is hard.
Go with your